man. Back in our seats for another new week of laughs. Great stand-up, you know what I'm saying? At least I hope it's great, you know what I'm saying? That's always the deal. Hoping it can stop. Let's do it, shall we? Welcome back to Eddie B TV. I am, of course, Eddie B. Nice to see y'all. And we are back at you again today for another reaction video and another new week of stand-up comedy, y'all. Yes, very much so, man. Every time this week starts and all that, heading to the weekend, it's like a never-ending stream of happiness that overwhelms my soul. And yes, we're gonna start off another new week of that. And we're gonna start this week off with somebody that I have not gotten into before, ever. And we're gonna give him a shot today. We're gonna get into some Pete Davidson today. Okay. Well, Pete Davidson is a very interesting dude. You know, he's had a very unique journey to where he's at in life. You know, I hope he gets rid of that whole Kim Kardashian nonsense. But hey, man, I'm just one dude, man. I ain't gonna try to hate too hard. But you know what? Yeah, shit sounds sketchy sometimes. So yeah, man, we're gonna get into one from Pete Davidson today. And this one is going to be titled, Has Some Interesting Thoughts About Sex. Okay, well, hey, I think we all got some interesting thoughts about it, you know what I mean? But thoughts, man, you put those into words and who knows what the hell you come up with, man. Trippy ass thing. But yeah, man, I got my own interesting thoughts about it as well. I don't know exactly where he's gonna go with this, man, but you know what? I've seen a couple of scattered clips from Pete Davidson when it comes to stand-up, but mostly I just know him from a couple of things on SNL, and I've seen some movies that he's been in. If you guys haven't seen The King of Staten Island, man, great movie. You know, I didn't think it was gonna be good. I thought it was gonna probably have some like too much corniness to it, man. Probably gonna be a weak story. I don't know really how good of an actor Pete Davidson is, but it was a very good movie, man. If you guys haven't seen it, check it out. King of Staten Island, a good movie. And yeah, man, he's just he has some ways that he inserts himself into things that make it work. You know, he's a very funny dude, you know, in the things that I've seen him in. And he's also been in a few Comedy Central roasts too, you know, and he's got some jokes, man. So I'm not a huge fan, but I'm not like a down in the dumps fan either. I'm a fan of this dude. So yeah, man, we're gonna get into this one, like I said. So Pete Davidson has some interesting thoughts about sex. And if you like this reaction, excuse me, let me try that again. If you like this reaction, please like, comment, and subscribe to your boy. Keep everything going. All right, yeah. Got a little caught up right there. Some leftover from my sickness, man. But yeah, I'm pretty much over it, man. At least I hope so. So yeah, man, starting off another new week of laughs and a new comedian added to the lineup. And yes, very excited about this. So let's go ahead and keep the excitement going, shall we? Let's do it. Pete Davidson has some interesting thoughts about sex right here on Eddie B TV. New week of stand-up, y'all. Let's check them out. All right, get myself in order here. And let's get situated with this one here. Here we go.
I think girls should tell guys how to make them come.
Oh, okay.
Like the first time you have sex, before, like have a debriefing. You know? You know, because apparently every girl is different, is, you know, what I'm telling myself.
I told myself that too.
Everyone is different, and I think one of them is just dead inside.
That's true too.
Yeah, no, I think you're just broken. No, yeah. Sorry. Well, sometimes you say giggly things. No, but yeah, girls should tell guys how to make them come. Not when they're comfortable, you know. I know you don't want to hurt the guy's feelings, but it won't. It doesn't, you know. We could be mid, you know, fuck, and you could be like, I hate this, and we'll be like, oh, how's this? Good? Okay, forgotten. You know, didn't even happen. You know? You should just tell the guy, you know? Like, I guess guy stuff is very self-explanatory, right? You just, like, yank it and shit flies out, right? It's really easy. Like, my son could do it. And,
Oh, that's goofy as hell.
But yeah, apparently, you know, it's not very hard to make girls come. You know, like, if you're sweating and out of breath, I'm told you have done it wrong. But, you know, all I know is from, like, porn, because I grew up with just, like, a mom and a sister, right? So like we never had that talk. You know, I just never had that dinner where like I felt comfortable to be like, you know, yo guys, if I wasn't your son or brother,
Damn.
you know, so everything I knew was from porn, which is like a lot of movement and like screaming and, you know, sometimes you just take it out and do a couple push-ups, you know, and then go right.
Stupid.
You know, so I didn't really know, but like luckily one lady told me. Apparently there's this little thing in the vagina. It's like a little circle thing. It kind of, you know, boxing. It kind of looks like the thing that's like this. The like speed bag thing. The thing that guys go slow or quite fast on. And apparently the vagina is quite the same. You know, you just kind of just tap that little thing very, very lightly. Or floor it, apparently. Those are the two options.
Okay.
Yeah, don't even have to change your outfit. But yeah, you should just tell the guy, you know? Like I said, guy stuff is very self-explanatory, but if someone ever pulled my pants down and just started like punching my dick, I would be like, oh, fuck, I hope she figures it out. Ow, 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 there's more. I would be like, who sent you? What is this? This is assassination attempt.
Oh, that's the end of it. Okay. Yeah, that was a short one, but yeah, man, still funny. Yeah, make some good points in that one for sure. Well, interesting way to start off the week, if I may say so. All right, y'all, that was Pete Davidson with Has Some Interesting Thoughts About Sex. Well, interesting is, I think, the correct word for what he was saying in this one. But just to unpack a little bit, I have no idea why that this is not more exclusive to the ladies. I don't get it, and I'm never gonna get it. And if you run into a dude that is probably not gonna be willing to be patient with your nonsense, yeah, you're gonna be alone for a while. You know, I was some things came very natural to me. You know what I mean? And this is not gonna sound like some bragging thing. Please don't take it that way, please. But I'll just bear with me on this. Some things came natural to me in life, other things not so much. You know what I mean? But when it came to sex came very natural to me. I have no idea why, because you know the way that sex started for me was like so on the dysfunctional side of life. It's not even funny. You know what I mean? I'll probably get to that at some later date when I get, you know, a show going on and all that stuff. Sex came natural because I was always willing to investigate things. I was always a nosy kid anyway when it came to being young and being around the adults, and they always like, hey, this is grown-up stuff, go in the other room. And I'm just like, okay, yeah, never went into the other room. I always wanted to know what was going on. I hated the fact that they say that there's a kid's world and an adult's world. I never wrapped my head around that. I do now as a grown man because you know what's going on and what people will do, or what kids will do with information. But sex came very natural to me because I never was afraid to ask for things that I wanted, and I was never afraid to ask questions about what she wanted. And females at every level, more than I'd say 75% of the females I've ever been with in my life always had the same, like, I don't want to explain, I just want him to be good. And it's just like, you're an idiot, woman. Why would you expect somebody to be good at you when they don't even know you and you're not telling them about you? Why doesn't that register? It's like females are so quick to talk smack about dudes and how stupid we are when it comes to this, that, or whatever, but they don't have the common sense to actually, school us on you. You know what I mean? I don't care who you are as a dude or what kind of swag bullshit you think you got, but I would never ever want to live like, okay, I'm just gonna start doing things, you know what I mean? And yeah, it's gonna be right because I say so. I mean, like, what kind of male assertiveness bullshit is that? Like, I don't get it. But like I said, and when I say by sex came natural to me, I'm not saying that I came out and I was like a straight up, you know what I mean, the best lay of all time. No, that's not what I'm saying. Came natural is that I didn't allow room for any awkwardness. You know what I mean? Like, if something was being done to me that I didn't like or didn't feel good, I'd be like, hey, stop that right now. Don't do that. And it's happened quite a few times. Some females have their own personalities where they're just like, well, this is what I'm used to, so it must work for every guy, right? No. Me, I'm not a fan of torture when it comes to any of my parts in any way. I'm not a fan of violence, you know what I mean, per se, in the bedroom. Can sex get a little rough in a very pleasurable, erotic way? Sure. But you know what? There's some conversations that take place before that, you know? But what he was talking about was true too, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, some females, man, you guys are just too full of yourselves and you don't know what the hell you want, so nothing's gonna work because you're not willing to find anything out, you know? Like, there's ways for guys and females to figure this out for themselves just by exploring yourself to start with. That usually happens at a young age, you know what I mean? Probably around 12, 13, 14, something like that. For some people earlier, for some people later. Yeah, I know, right? Creepy. But, you know, if you're afraid to ask questions, and if you're a female and you think you're too good to explain some things, yeah, I'm pretty sure that the disappointment in your sex life and relationship life is really going to speak for itself, and you're not going to have anyone to blame but you. But it's just figure things out, you know what I mean? Do some investigating. As far as porn goes, I mean, porn is not a realistic place to really get like the unspoken things pertaining to sex, you know what I mean? Obviously, porn will teach you how to do just like body movements and figure out, oh, I didn't know my hips could do that. Okay, I figured this one out. Or I figured out my tongue could do this, or her mouth could do that, or whatever. I don't know exactly what everybody's into, but I don't understand what the big deal is with just saying what you want, you know? I don't have an issue with that at all. But the ladies I've been with, I've had to walk away from some females in my life because of that arrogance they had. You know, I was like, hey, if you ain't willing to speak up, then kick rocks. You know, I ain't got time for that female arrogance, you know? I don't even got time for that dude arrogance too. When I hear like fellas over the years have talked to me about, man, this girl couldn't even do this, she couldn't do nothing. I'm like, man, how many times you have to tell her? And then some dudes will actually be like, I didn't have to say nothing. I'm like, girl, you don't know what you're doing? I'm like, bro, you still gotta have the talk, man. Even if you're having a one-night stand, man, you still gotta, you know, make some things clear, you know? But overall, man, I just think that sex should be fun, all right? Now, obviously, you know, people, conservative-minded people are gonna think that sex is just for procreation and all that, so they don't even consider any of these other things. That's why they probably have horrible sex lives. But other than just like trying to get real deep into that, man, it's just like, look, children to me are a side effect of good sex, you know what I mean? Or just sex in general, you know what I mean? Like, you can deal with that side effect if you want to. I know it probably sounds mean, but, or you can actually take some preventative measures to have more fun with sex. So that way, when it comes time to actually start a family, yeah, then you might know exactly, you know, what you like. She'll know what she likes. You guys link together, and somewhere in the middle of that raising a family thing, you guys still know how to meet up in the middle and have some good fun with your sex lives, you know? A lot of people didn't do that. That's why some people are years into relationship talking about the fire has gone away. I'm like, look, our parts to each other have become, you know what I mean, very much a repetitive thing, and a woman's parts, man parts don't feel like the excitement goes away after a certain point in time, man. But you guys got to find it somewhere. And I know some females will probably be like, what is he referring to? Anything you could think of. But none of this nonsense from you ladies no more about how he should just know how to please me. Shut the hell up with that, man. Grow up and actually have some conversations and stop thinking that you're too good to actually explain some things about you, okay? You're not a Rubik's Cube, you know what I mean? You're not like a hard crossword puzzle, anything like that. Be a grown-ass woman and, you know, step your game up. All right, man, I'm gonna go ahead and cut it off right there. One more time, Pete Davidson has some interesting thoughts about sex. And if you like that reaction, please like, comment, and subscribe to your boy. Keep everything going, like I always say. So, yeah, man. Nice way to start out the week, you know. Still a lot of comedians I have not gotten to at all yet, and that's definitely for the future. It's coming, you know what I mean? I got to do some investigating, and I got to make sure that titles sound good, thumbnail looks good, you know, because if I'm going to be reacting to something, I want to make sure that it's good, you know. I might run into some disappointments here and there, you know. I'm not saying everything's going to be laugh out loud funny, man, but we got to make sure that we're on the right path when it comes to what is entertaining us, you know what I mean? If that makes sense at all. So yeah, man, it's gonna be Eddie B TV signing off. One more again here. Pete Davidson, first time getting to him, man, and our reaction to his first video of him is in the books. He definitely did have some interesting thoughts about sex, and the way he put it was just like funny, you know, like his presence on stage seems like he's kind of like I don't know if it's a persona or something that he's doing on purpose. Like he seems like he's kind of shy up there, and then the jokes come out. It's almost like, oh, okay, he's just trying to like get it out in a big boom type of way. I don't know if that makes sense either. You know, that's just kind of how I absorb his comedy. But he's really good. He's really funny, and I still hope that in spite of all the things that have happened to him in his life, that's one thing I didn't mention too. Is that one thing that a lot of people will know about Pete Davidson is that his father died on 9/11, you know, and I think he was a firefighter or something like that, and that's just like a horrible story. I don't know exactly how he managed to deal with that or what he's still dealing with when it comes to that, but whatever he's gone through, it's definitely made him a funny person when it comes to being a comedian, and the movies he's been in, SNL and the roast and all that stuff, man. He's definitely got his hand in the cookie jar when it comes to his craft, and you definitely got to give him props for that. So yeah, man, thank y'all for tuning in one more time to this one. You know, if you guys got any Pete Davidson suggestions, man, please leave them to me in the comments, man. I would love to get to more of him in the future, no matter what it is, you know, because I like to spread out everything that I do very as even as I can, you know. I don't like to wear out just one name more than just once in a week or something like that, unless it's a tribute of some kind. But overall, man, just let's just keep the entertainment coming. Let's keep the laughs coming, and let's continue to let's just continue to keep having fun. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, thank y'all for tuning in, and until next reaction, love and appreciate y'all. Peace.